at an opponent. I'm not sure he made contact with him. He's still pushing some players around. That's not the way to do it, and that could surely earn him the wrath of the referee. And Sunday Emmanuel really losing it there.
Since that goal was scored, it's been a battle. I don't think it is necessary. Sunday Emmanuel there, look at him, feigned a slap, no touch still, but then the intention was quite clear. And I think for the intention alone, the referee is going to card him. Let's hope it's not going to be red.
Well, surely he didn't touch him, but we always knew that players, some of the players actually missed their professions. They should have been in Hollywood, or at least closer home here in Nollywood, where they would exhibit their skills. The way they go down like men poleaxed sometimes, and yet it all in the way of trying to get the referee to punish the opponent, which I'm not sure. Well, it will be interesting to see what the referee decides here. It is a straight red, and I think I saw it coming. That kind of petulance just doesn't go down at all. It was a stupid thing to do, and quite deserving of a red card. No question about it.
No question about it. Austin Eguavoen has failed to control his players since they considered that goal. They've just been turning the game into a battlefield, the field into a battlefield unnecessarily too. I thought they should have just fought back and get back into the game, but they failed to do that. Substitute Sunday Emmanuel has been red carded, and of course the referee got that call spot on. That slap aimed at Mutiu was not called for at all. Former junior international, he should have known better to lose his temper so easily.
Well, he goes to stand by the bench, but he's not allowed to stay there. He has to leave the field completely, and that's what the noise is all about. The game temporarily held up. The referee is waiting for Sunday Emmanuel to be led out of the pitch and into the stands. That's where he should go, and that's what happens when you get a red card. But, well, I wonder what is happening here. Enyimba supporters seem to insist that he stays on the bench, but that is wrong. It's not a part of the rules of the game.
I'm surprised that Enyimba officials are asking the player to sit on the bench instead of just walking into the dressing room. But you don't know what kind of dressing room they've got inside. The fans here are not satisfied with this display. Show of shame rather by Enyimba international officials. They lose this game, they lost the game themselves because they have every opportunity to fight back and try getting back into the game, but they failed to do that. Instead of turn the field to a battlefield unnecessarily too. Match Commissioner Kunle Adeshinyu asking Emmanuel, taking Emmanuel to the rightful place where he should be.
Well, I'm sure the time lost is not in Enyimba's interest at all. They should be more disciplined. They should be more anxious to get back on level terms. They should be thinking about the points they're dropping here. And, well, finally, he decides to... That was time unnecessarily wasted. And I think that the referee would be a very, very kind man if he were to allow them all this time that they cost themselves, actually. But Enyimba trying to see if they can pick up the pieces here. Shooting Stars looking more and more likely to take the 3 points on offer here. Well, it looks more like karate than anything else, and Onobi right in the center of it all.
A kung fu kick there from Onobi. Enyimba's players have completely lost it. That's an unnecessary kung fu from Onobi. And Enyimba is all show of shame here. And I'm disappointed truly. And a decent ball in for goal number 2 for Shooting Stars. Rahim was searching for the number 2, but unfortunately the goalkeeper Agu was there.
Final minute of regulation time here. It is Shooting Stars 1, Enyimba 0 at the Lekon Salami Stadium. Nigeria Premier League on your World of Champions. Well, I think that this game has lived up to its billing. Enyimba looking to see if they can get something out of this one. And the ball just bubbling around there. And an opportunity for Enyimba, a shot. And somebody was just between the ball and the post. Nothing they could do about it. There's a throw in to Shooting Stars. Enyimba fighting, perhaps they've left it a little too late. And they're doing too little too late, actually, because they seem to have shot themselves in the foot.
And of course, we've seen full 90 minutes of action gone by, and 3 more minutes to be played. The referee has added here. Play of Shooting Stars down. Bola Salami is telling the referee that the players should go out instead of wasting their time here. Enyimba really has themselves to blame. They have themselves to blame here if they lose this game eventually, as the time is ticking away. And another time for Scoreful. Again, Bola Salami is a watched man here. He should just beware. Move away from that spot. Austin Iguavon and his bench, they've not been able to control their players well enough in this game since they considered that goal a beauty of a goal. One of the goals that would just be contending for the goal of the season.
Well, it seems to be almost all over here. Enyimba seem to have lost it. Certainly they lost their cool, and you don't do that when you want to show that you're a football side that has some pedigree to be proud of.
Well, I'm really surprised at what Enyimba players were all fighting for, if not to go and try to get the equalizer. The goal was a beauty. Who could contend with it? Yomi Adigu is up, and they might just come back any moment from now into the game. Already into the 2nd minute of additional time.
Well, Bola Salami running from the offside position, and it's hardly surprising that the flag quickly went up. We've seen 2 of the 3 added minutes here. It's looking quite ominous for Enyimba International. It looks like a certain defeat for them. They came close so many times. Shooting Stars showed resilience. Shooting Stars showed strength of character. It seems to have paid off handsomely for them. Imanyang with a dangerous kick coming through there. And Wadiegugu just anxious to get the ball quickly back into the opponent's half. It's not happening exactly. But that's the newcomer, Chinon Sokonkwo, completely missing the ball. But, well, that seems to sum up the day for Enyimba here. Everything seems to be falling apart. And Shooting Stars not in any hurry to take that throw in. You wouldn't believe that Mutiu Adegoke is walking towards that spot, but it took him all the time in the world to get there.
And there it is, what Bowie was talking about.
So Kong was scrabbling there and going down. And Shooting Stars think they should have got something out of that one. You could see Osagona Igodaro thumping the ground. And the final whistle here, it is exactly 3 minutes. And with just about 7 seconds beyond 3 minutes, the referee, Garba Hamza from Kano State, has sounded his whistle. Shooting Stars 3 precious points here. Thanks to that effort, and of course they are thanking God also. Thanks to that effort from Mutiu Adegoke. Thumping shot it was from him. And they slammed it beyond the reach of a diving Chinedu Agu. A goal worthy of 3 points any day, anywhere. And well, you could see Enyimba International and the 2 coaches shake hands. Busari Akim and Austin Iguavon. And that man in your picture, in the center of your picture, Mutiu Adegoke, won the day for Shooting Stars, won the 3 points for them as well. And really, this has been a glorious outing for Shooting Stars in front of their home fans here. Who can begrudge them their joy? And then the camaraderie still goes on as those 2 players, Mutiu Adegoke and his opposite number, really enjoyed Enyimba will fall to third place and Pillars will go second based on the result from Kano. But at the Lekon Salami Stadium here in Ibadan, in Oyo State, Nigeria, it is Shooting Stars of Ibadan 1, Enyimba International 0.